All right, hey everyone. Okay, so now this is my second of a series of 5 interviews with cast members from Safe. Now, what's special about this one is that this is James Stevenson. He is one of my business partners in Real Artists Collective, and he is also a co-writer. He and Bobby wrote this piece, so no one should know it better than him, right? Better than you, right?
I hope so.
So, as far as the script goes, what was the motivation for that? Where did that come from in your head?
Well, what we wanted to do with this one is we wanted to create a piece that was like a signature piece for the company, something that would launch the company off of. So we wanted to tell a really, really good, interesting story that had a lot of elements that you don't find in a lot of mainstream media stories. We started out with just telling a family drama, and then we started puzzle piecing other elements of film onto it. So then we can have this suspense thriller that's actually really a good story, a heartfelt story about real people. No one in this story is an outside of reality entity, which is, I think, for me, in terms of the thriller part, those are the most scary things. When we're talking about fear, something that is not plausible in reality, something that's just outside the realm of what we're used to. It kind of takes the viewer outside of that actual fear, but showing them something that can actually really happen in this world, in this life, to someone, by someone that is real in this life, I think is really a lot more scary.
I agree.
Than a lot of other storytellings. And then we got the family drama part. It's a really heartfelt story about 2 people that are dealing with issues in their lives that are just it'll jerk a tear or 2 out of you. It'll make you root for them. It'll make you hope that they're able to overcome these obstacles even before we get to the thriller part. And then we just really rip your heart out. And there's some moments in there where you'll laugh a little bit too.
Yeah,
there's some of that in there. But we really, really just wanted to take a story and tell it the best way we possibly could, to show people this is what movies can be.
One of my favorite aspects about this piece is exactly what you alluded to earlier. Is that what's so scary about this is that this could happen to someone. It's not a, so a lot of these pieces it's contrived. This is not. This could be like just picked out of somebody's real life, and I love that. That's even scarier to me. Yeah. In this film, it deals with abortion. What do you think our view is of this? What do you think the outcome is of this? Because definitely we are dealing with that aspect. What is your view on that?
Right. Well, what we do is we actually show the issue itself, and we put the protagonists, or the heroes of our story, in that position of having to face that issue, and they are on opposite sides of that big issue. How they deal with it, and how it evolves in the story is really what we're hoping to be a cultural conversation starter, and something that can be shown. There are 2 sides to that coin, and whichever side you land on, your voice is heard in this movie. We're not excluding anyone. We are showing our best interpretation of what the argument is in terms of that, and letting the story be told around the issue.
I think that's a really important aspect of this piece, is that we do exactly. Jim is, along with being an actor and all that, and a producer and a director and everything, he's a writer. He and Bobby have written some things together, and I think do you have some pieces on your own that you've written on your own? Because my question is, have you written anything like Safe before, a suspense thriller? What is your genre that you usually write in?
Well, my latest piece is a collaborative that I wrote with Bobby. It's called The Iron Relic, and it's a suspense thriller revolving around an item, something that's, and again, made sure that in that book there are no unnatural aspects to it. Things that all of the people in this story are real people that you will run across on a regular basis, which I think is important to storytelling. There aren't any people that can just do things that are outside the realm of reality. Prior to that, there have been short films, comedic. Usually, comedy was normally my vein in my writing. Before that, before I got into the filming aspect, there are a few pieces that were more of a adventure.
Oh, really?
Like supernatural teen adventure stories.
Didn't know that.
That
You learn stuff.
are still being tweaked. Actually,
Yeah.
some of them are almost 20 years now. I'm still.
And let me tell you something. Jim is a man of many talents. He does all of our prop stuff. We had a meeting one day, and he just came with all of this stuff done. He built a little house on the prairie house, which we're auctioning off. Allison signed it. She loved it. She signed it. So he does everything. It's really, really great to have someone like Jim in the company. I just wanted to thank Jim for he came all the way out here to do this for me. We are at the Los Angeles National Golf Course at the Agave Bar and Grill. Just want to mention that. He came out here to meet me here. So and he's got classes to teach. He's a teacher. He teaches. He does everything. So people, please, if you haven't contributed yet, click on that little link over there and give us a few little bucks. We have some great perks. I mentioned on my last interview go ahead, press it. That one. There's a little red dot there. On my last interview, I want to mention again that Allison has agreed to do a lunch with a contributor. We haven't set the level yet, so come back and check to see what level that is. But she was kind enough to do that, and some of us will be there as well. So contribute, help us make this film. It's a great film. Thank you for listening. Come back in a few days, and there'll be another interview. All right, thanks guys. Thanks Jim.
Thank you, Michael.
All right, yes. Thanks guys. Bye bye.